Tonight's stories.
He ate.
Best friend.
That's my mom.
That's my mom.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, that is your mom.
Huh, okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm Maddie, and I'm here with...
Brando.
Sam.
And my mom, apparently. She was here earlier, so yeah, perfectly fine.
She looked radiant today. She really did.
She did.
Sometimes I'm like, when I get off work, I'll be like, I'm a shell of myself.
There's a skit by this guy. His name's Lou Ratchet.
I'm just like, Drewski. I'm like, I know him.
Oh, no.
I've heard of that guy.
He came up in the same era as Drewski, just wasn't as big. He would do like those POV type skits.
Okay.
But he had a skit, and it's like where the old men low-key like bully you in the hood. And it's like a scene, he's like, give him a nuggie. He's like, where your mom at? Where your mom at? Just hit the like and subscribe. Just for that.
This just in. Your search history has carbon positive impact. Ecosia is the search engine that turns your internet searches into real world impact. They use 100% of their profits to fund climate projects and plant trees where they're needed most. They've already planted and protected trees in 35 countries, over 250 million and counting. No billionaires, no private jets, just a greener planet. A healthier planet depends on healthier digital systems. Just as ecosystems collapse under monocultures, the internet weakens when power concentrates. Ecosia is building independent, privacy-first European digital infrastructure to support a more ethical and pluralistic internet. I use this, and you should too. Make Ecosia your default search engine, and download the app, available on mobile and desktop. Same routine, new impact. Every search equals trees planted and the planet protected. Thank you to our first sponsor, Ecosia, and thanks to our listeners for supporting this podcast. So this first story is... I purposely ignored what my husband told me he wanted for Father's Day. He's now ignoring me and he won't accept my apology. What can I do to make it up to him? It's a little confusing.
Fine. You made a mistake. But people don't always have to forgive you.
Yeah. I, 32 female, purposely ignored what my husband, 34 male, told me he wanted for Father's Day. He's now ignoring me and he won't accept my apology. What can I do to make it up to him? So the original post was June 20th, 2023. Me and my husband have been together for the past 9 years. We have 2 kids, an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. For Mother's Day, all I wanted was a free day. I wanted my husband to take the kids out somewhere for the day so I could be home alone and relax. Instead, he got me and the kids tickets to have a fun day out. And it was fun, and me and the kids did have a good time, but it irked me that he gave me the exact opposite of what I asked for. For Father's Day, my husband also wanted a free day so he could stay home and game all day. He games all the time with his friends. He'll get home from work, maybe spend the time between then and dinner with the kids before going up to his office to game for a few hours with his friends. Instead, I got him and the kids cards for an arcade an hour away with a ton of tokens. I gave him the cards during dinner on Saturday so he and the kids could leave early and spend all day on Sunday playing with them. I got my free day and he and the kids got to make a lot of memories together. He and I got into a fight when the kids went to bed. He was angry that I ignored what he wanted for Father's Day. I was angry he didn't see that he'd done the same thing to me on Mother's Day. He's been ignoring me since and won't accept my apologies. And then there's an edit and an update.
So what did he do on Mother's Day?
Tickets to have a fun day out. And so her and the kids went out on Mother's Day, and he was home alone on Father's Day. So this is the same thing, but switched for Father's Day.
Come on, bud.
Come on, bud. And she asked for a day by herself, too.
Oh, no. This is tit for tat.
Yeah, it's a tit for tat.
I literally asked for the same thing you did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave you the same thing you gave me.
Now you're upset, and you won't forgive me.
Because what did he do on Mother's Day? He probably played video games.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. She says that in an update. He did play video games all day.
100% this is...
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah. I feel like we had a similar story to this before where we brought up maybe like a point of should it have really continued? I mean, I guess she wasn't as upset that she was like treating him differently for like the month up until Father's Day to do something different.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember we were like, maybe you should have just said something in the moment, stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think if she really didn't let it affect her past that, and she's just like, I'll just remember that for Father's Day.
Yeah.
I am confused that he doesn't see the similarities
that's
though.
Interesting thing.
Yeah.
I think that is a little problematic that,
You literally
Like
did this
it's
to
cool
me.
when they do it. It's a problem when
I do it.
I'm thinking big picture though. Tit for tats like this don't make it healthy
Yeah, definitely.
at all.
Like your spouse teaching you a lesson.
Yeah.
I get why she did it. I honestly think maybe it was a risk, but at the end of the day, I could see myself doing it. Do I think maybe doing it all the time? Yeah, no, definitely not. You probably should tell them in the moment.
Yeah. So whether she is or not in this particular moment for me, I'm like, whatever. But y'all need to figure that out. The tit for tat is just, that's what's really going to hurt your relationship.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying about the tit for tat, but because it's the exact situation, I'm doing that. I didn't get what I wanted. I asked you for it. You didn't do it. So I have the opportunity to do the same thing. And you being mad should enforce how I probably felt when you did it then.
It should give you the information that you needed.
Yeah, this is a productive tit for tat because now you feel what I felt.
The problem is, though, he doesn't.
And then you're an idiot.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't think they're the same, apparently.
I'm like, it's the same thing, and I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm not That's the thing. I'm like, I don't think you should apologize.
Yeah.
But also I get,
but then that's the end of the marriage.
In your relationship, you do stuff maybe just to keep the relationship going.
Just to keep the peace.
And I get that. But I'm like, I would not want to apologize in this situation.
Because even him potentially like not wanting to move on, like that might be enough to also not keep the peace, to be like, okay, well, something like actually about to happen here. Because first of all, I wasn't even in the wrong.
Right.
Like with like you not seeing that this is the same thing. These are the same things and you can't understand where I'm coming from. That's what I meant by not in the wrong.
Right.
But I could see people arguing for, well, did she have to do it? It was petty. People half the time on this internet do petty stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I think the thing too is it seems like it's more energy to do what they did, like both of them. But like if the partner's asking for just a day alone, take the kids somewhere. Like you don't have to pay for anything. They could go to grandma's for all she cared.
There is an argument that I saw in a TikTok video, right? Classic Madi, bringing it back to a TikTok video.
You love TikTok.
It was, I don't know how much of this I'm going to keep in because I have to explain something just to say my point. But have you guys seen, and you're like, that's normal, Madi. Anyway.
Every time.
Have you guys seen the women talking about how to show girls how to catch print?
No.
So there was a gay man that went viral on TikTok, basically trying to teach women how to tell how big a dude is by catching his print in his pants. Women were arguing, even some men, gay men, they're like, okay, that's not always accurate, but basically a lot of men were getting upset because they're like, you're like, what's the word?
Objectifying.
You're objectifying us. Like, that's not fair to like do this to us. There was an argument that somebody was making off of that. She was talking about how when there's like somebody who is being the bigger person, somebody who's always being the bigger person is the person who kind of loses because they don't like do an eye for an eye. And her argument was basically saying, you're not gaining anything, but you're kind of losing something because one, they don't understand how it feels. And two, it's not going to stop them just because you decided to be the bigger person and like not objectify men back. So I guess in that conversation of bringing the whole, does being the bigger person really truly help you? In this situation of if she were to be the bigger person and not do the same thing that he did, just to be like, no, let's see how you like it. How would that have helped her in the relationship at all? She might have still been upset. Maybe she could have brought that up in a different way. But would he have been able to truly understand what it feels like for her to go through what she went through?
Yeah.
Probably not. Even then, he still didn't get it. But I think a lot of people would maybe look and take that opportunity if they realize no matter what, I kind of lost out. Like Mother's Day, it is what it is because you did what you did. Do I do what you did or do I take the higher ground? I lose either way, or you can see what it's like to do this. Like it only benefits you if I take the higher ground. It was basically the argument.
Yeah. And
so bringing that to this, I think it is kind of interesting to think about of like sometimes is it really worth being the bigger person? Because sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Because he didn't see it, but it didn't affect her. It made her day better now that she was even with him. Because she was home all by herself while he was with the kids.
It actually reminds me of another pop culture reference.
Oh, okay. No, here we go. This is
the rap beef of 2024. Was it 24?
I think so.
Yeah. And like stooping down to the level when you know you have a skill or a certain standard that you uphold. When you stoop to the level, it's like, it always is preached. Don't stoop to their level. If you're bigger, you take the higher ground. But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it can cause irreparable damage. But it's like, is that damage needed for there to be an even playing field of understanding? So I get that. I think I like that argument. Like just sometimes it is just cool to spar back. Just pop out.
Yeah, because the person who quote unquote took the high road, it gets.
They just catch the slap on the cheek.
They look bad. J. Cole's looked down upon because he quote unquote took the high road. So I do think in certain situations you're like, I do have to. Your example is interesting to me. Yeah. Because I think at the end of the day, I'm like, why does it matter? More on the like guys crying about it. Because I think we're humans. We're going to like in some way objectify people in general. I think the problem with objectification is when I'm like doing it at a micro level, when I'm like looking at my partner and objectifying him and not seeing him as a full person. But people on the internet saying like, I can tell if your dick little or big on a thing, that doesn't affect me really, because I'm like, that's just, you looking and you see something. Yeah. But if someone came to me and were like, I'm not going to date you because I think your dick's little, I think that would affect me.
Crushing.
Yeah, it would be crushing. I don't know if I would be mad. I would be mad about that. But I'm like, I think that's the only way I'd be mad. I wouldn't think about this broad macro thing. Unless I guess I was in a video of women going through a bunch of guys and like, little, big, little.
She did do that. It wasn't random people. I want to say it was like models or like famous people. Oh. But she did do that. But not her. It was the original guy, the original man that did it. Yeah. And then after this, she was just basically talking about the recourse. And I wish I was her because she had some amazing points that I'm sure I didn't fully explain, because I'm sure she would have a retort to like what you're explaining. I'm just kind of trying to deliver the message.
But your overall message, I'm 100% agreement. I'm like, this to me is the perfect petty thing back, because it perfectly shows what you did to me that I didn't like. Yeah. And it's in a way that we literally have an equal experience now. So it should be squashed to me. Yeah. And we're like, I think you might be a bad partner if you don't recognize what just happened and you're dragging this on more. Because I didn't drag it on more. Well, it's not my fault that Mother's Day is a month, or Father's Day is a month after Mother's Day. Yeah. So it may seem like it's petty, it's a month later. I'm like, that's just the first day it came up.
And you wanted exactly what I wanted, so I gave you exactly what you gave me.
I wanted Father's Day to be the next day so I could do it the next day, and it wouldn't be like a big thing. But I'm like, a month passed. Yeah. But Father's Day is now, and now you get it. Yeah.
You get to spend time with your kids.
You get to spend time with your kids. I'm sorry.
Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Just like I got
alone.
Yep.
Because I'm over these dads who playing video games all the time.
As somebody who plays video games, all three of us play video games. There is a certain limit once you have a family.
I know people who are fathers who play video games more than me.
Oh, no. Well,
Brandon said, I know people who are fathers. And he stopped at that. He's like, same.
Yeah. And I'm like, how are y'all playing this much?
Yeah. And I get it. Like, I've been absorbed in video games before. There was a time when I was younger and I had more time and my friends all liked the same video game. We were playing the video game like every night.
But you're doing kids.
But I didn't have kids. Yeah. I was literally like in school.
Yeah.
So I also, you know.
I'm not knocking playing video games all the time. I'm knocking you having a kid and you getting on the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though there is one person, I know he's taking care of his kids because he's getting on at like 11:30 at night. I'm like, he's dedicated to the game, but he's not on.
Yeah.
But every time I'm like, it'll be like 11 o'clock and he's like, he hops on. I'm like,
what do you do?
I'm like, go to bed, bro.
He just is sacrificing sleep.
He's sacrificing sleep.
He's not sacrificing.
Like, that's okay to me. If you want to sacrifice sleep,
but also
you being at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you being on the game, I'm like, be in your kids' life.
I don't think I explained myself that well because I was like, I don't think she is either or, but you should figure out the tit for tat. Specifically, him not understanding that it was the exact same thing that happened to her. I think they need to dive into that because that's important. Because if I were in this scenario, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be pissed. But I'm like, checks out. I did the same thing. It would take me a second probably to understand like, oh yeah, no, this is the exact same scenario. But once you like explain it out, like, no, you literally did the same thing. I'm like, oh, I can't even be mad anymore. I guess this is my Father's Day. But that would probably be the extent of it. But it's like you have to be able to self-reflect enough to be able to see that the actions you did are the same exact actions she did. And the way she's feeling exactly how you would feel.
I'm glad she did this. But that's so blatant. Like, if I said the one thing I want for Mother's Day is to have a day alone and then you put me with them.
She said it irked her. She said they had a good time. It was fun, but it irked her.
I'm like, it's different than the thing I asked.
No,
That's where I'm like, ooh, I would be like, when he offered it, like, hey, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Is this what I asked?
That's literally like not what I asked.
Because then it's like a struggle too, because, right, it is Mother's Day, Father's Day. You probably should be getting your spouse something, but then you don't want to feel ungrateful of a gift or something that they created for you, but it is the opposite of what you asked for. And so you're like, I just wanted a day for myself to reset. Now I'm with the kids, which we're going to have a fun time, but it's not really a space for me to reset. You, if anything, get to reset. You're going to be by yourself because now I'm with the kids.
But I think if someone asks you for a gift on Mother's Day, it's like the simple, you
just do what they ask.
Because I'm like, I do like to get gifts that are like thoughtful for a person, like on their birthday, Christmas. But Mother's Day, I'm like, if you tell me exactly what you want, I'm just going to do that. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be crazy. You told me the thing, I'll do that thing. You want a bouquet of flowers, I'll get you flowers. You don't want to hang out with the kids, you don't hang out with the kids.
Yeah,
it's simple.
And that's what I was saying earlier too. I was like, it seems like it was more effort for him to do what he planned for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Or just insert himself into her spot. He should have did it.
Yeah. It's like you thought of all that stuff to do with her and the kids. You literally could have just did that. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
And then let her have her day. I don't know.
So some people are thinking that me, my husband, and our kids went out for Mother's Day. We didn't. I took the kids for a day out while he played video games all day with his friends. And then another edit, I can't believe I have to say this. I do not hate, resent, or in any other way dislike my children. My point was not that going out on a day with them is terrible and I hate it. My point was that it really sucks asking for one thing and being given the opposite, which I think we got. We don't think you hate your kids.
She didn't say husband.
But relevant comments was basically saying, apparently a lot of people in the comments were like, so you hate your kids? It's like, listen to what I just said. Why are you taking that for what I just said? Because
I wonder how many people are parents who are saying that. Because I'm like, if you got kids one day out of the year, I think that's fine.
But we're not parents and we understand that.
Yeah, I'm like, some people don't get it. I'm like, you should want to be. I'm like, come on.
I think that's a phenomenon.
There is no way he didn't know what he was doing when he set up a day with you and the kids on Mother's Day without him. Or I guess maybe he's legitimately insane. I feel crazy reading these comments accusing you of resenting your kids or being a bad wife for getting petty. Like, yeah, it was petty. People get petty when they're mistreated and taken advantage of. And now he's lying to you and saying it's not the same and not what he was trying to do. Please. Any husband with half a brain knows that Mother's Day is a holiday that fathers, husbands participate in actively, not just planning or buying, but is present with you, with the kids, trying to give you time off. It's what he wanted for Father's Day. He knew it's what you wanted for Mother's Day.
Right.
Yeah, it was petty. I could be petty too. If my partner got me an obligation and got themselves a day of rest, you two need to talk it out, but he needs to own what he did. And then she's still talking about how people are going after her. So update 4 months later. People are asking me for an update. So here we go. We're in the process of getting a divorce.
Wow.
So, and then there's another update.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's one more update.
Okay.
I mean, just based on his reaction, and it's probably indicative of something deeper in the relationship, I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah. Because I mean, we were even talking, I don't remember who said it. Not being able to see where she was coming from, but then also maybe in the beginning of her doing petty things consistently. I can understand maybe doing it once in a while, but doing it consistently, that would be an issue if it was just that. Like somebody constantly being petty in the relationship. The other thing would be him never understanding where she's coming from. That is a big, like a communication issue.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really important. And then for him to potentially also like give her the silent treatment. Because I think in the beginning she was like, how do I figure out how to get him to like forgive me and like start talking to me?
Yeah.
So you're giving me the silent treatment. Well, then I guess it's done.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
You know?
That's your gift.
Mm-hmm.
That's your gift. So yeah, 4 months
I'm about to give
later.
you a bonus gift of a divorce.
It's going to be 4 months later, but yeah. Because he can't move on. She won't move on because she's like, I'm not wrong.
Right.
What I did. But we can't just move on past this. Happy Halloween, kids.
Trick or treat.
It wasn't October.
It's a divorce.
It was a trick. It was a trick.
It was a trick. Yeah, it was no treat.
Yeah, no treat.
No treat for the kids.
Treat for me.
So this update was May 14th, 2024, 7 months after the first update and 1 year after the OG post. I didn't wake up to a messy kitchen that I was expected to clean after eating a subpar breakfast. I didn't have to fight with anyone over what gift I was given. I didn't have to cook dinner after an exhausting day where I got no help or thanks from my ex. I didn't have to do anything else that I came to expect with Mother's Day. I didn't feel the stress I had felt every other Mother's Day. I got to have a lazy morning in bed with my kids. We made pancakes for brunch. They gave me cards they made in school, and we watched movies on the couch all day and ordered pizza for dinner. It was wonderful. And that was that. So she's happier.
She updated on Mother's Day.
She updated on Mother's Day. She said this was the best Mother's Day ever.
It's full
And
circle.
it's because he's not here, making a freaking mess in my kitchen.
That's full circle.
Yeah.
I've been prioritizing sleep lately and doing small upgrades in my bed that make a big difference. It doesn't have to be a new mattress. Sometimes it could be a new pillow or new sheets. Boll & Branch's signature sheets are made from the finest 100% organic cotton and instantly make your bed feel more comfortable, breathable, and inviting. It's a one-time upgrade that pays off every single night. No setup, no habit building, no guesswork, just noticeably better sleep. Boll & Branch's signature sheets are made from the finest 100% organic cotton and instantly make your bed feel more comfortable, breathable, and inviting. It's a one-time upgrade that pays off every single night. No setup, no habit building, no guesswork, just noticeably better sleep. I'm always excited to sleep, but these sheets I've had from Boll & Branch make the deal even sweeter. From the beginning, they were so soft and now softer over time. Especially now that it's getting warmer, I don't feel the need to kick off my sheets like I have in the past to cool my body down. And the fact that my sheets are 100% organic cotton is important to me. Upgrade your sleep with Boll & Branch. Get 15% off your first order plus free shipping at bollandbranch.com/CLP with code CLP. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/CLP. Code CLP to unlock 15% off. Exclusions apply. Thanks to our sponsor, Boll & Branch.
Okay, so this story is OP's dog ate her neighbor's drone. Neighbor takes her to a small claims court, which ironically is the best thing that happens to OP. Okay.
Well.
This was originally posted in Legal Advice.
Yes.
Not sure what to do. Earlier today, my neighbor came pounding on my door, screaming obscenities and shouting at me. When I finally got him to stop yelling, I found out that he was flying his drone in my backyard again, and this time my dog finally managed to catch it and destroy it. He claims that it was a $900 drone, and I had to pay him right then and there. I refused, and I closed the door in his face. A couple of hours later, police showed up to retrieve the drone. It was still in my yard, but my dog was completely ignoring it once it stopped buzzing and asked about the situation. They said the neighbor called them, stating that I refused him access to my yard to get it. That's not true. He never asked. I'm worried the neighbor will try and press charges against me for destruction of property or sue me. Will he have any legal standing if he does go to court? He has a history of flying his drone low over my yard to tease my dog. I've asked him several times to stop, which he always refuses, telling me that I don't own the air above my yard. I've called the police to complain once before. He was doing flybys over my dog and getting very close to hitting him. The police didn't say he couldn't fly it in my yard, but did ask him to stop doing it, so in order to avoid conflict. That only seemed to egg him on. And then there's an update. But did you guys have anything to say before I read the update or no? Because, I mean, it's legal advice. What are we going to say?
You came to the right place. Of Madi,
Take it
Brandon,
away, Sam.
and Sam Esquire, LLC. You're right.
Well, first of all, I don't like how, so, you know, I like the idea of drones, but I know that there's different laws when it comes to like being in certain areas and
Right.
stuff. And I don't think just because your drone is in the air, you should be allowed to be like, let's say, so close to somebody's lawn. Like
Right.
I've seen drone footage of like somebody going through a neighborhood and they're passing over somebody's lawn. And, you know, potentially there's rights to be like, well, I'm not focusing on your lawn.
Right.
But you specifically in my backyard messing with my dog,
Right.
you're trying to like bother my dog. You think it's a fun little game.
It's their karma.
It's your karma.
Mhm.
Like, sorry, it got too close to my dog who is defending himself.
And he's a beast. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
When you anger the beast, that's what happens.
He started in Sandlot.
Yeah.
You know, his
This
ancestors
is a
started in
dog from
Sandlot.
Oh, his grandpa?
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
his grandpa. Well, it's actually his great grandpa, but yeah.
Is that all?
It's Battle Beast.
Well, also dog years.
Oh, yeah. Dog years.
But yeah, what was his
Why did I
name?
watch that movie so much?
Why did we?
Yeah.
Something about it.
It felt
It was
like
a childhood movie that was
summer.
good.
Yeah, it did. It felt like summer.
Okay, so a small update to my neighbor flying his drone into my yard and attacking my dog. I was served a summons by a sheriff deputy. Neighbor decided to take me to small claims over his drone. My mother-in-law is a paralegal secretary, so I was able to get a free consultation with a lawyer where she works to ask some questions about what to bring and how to prepare. He seemed genuinely amused that my neighbor was even trying to sue. He also suggested I could countersue and how I could possibly add in more damages. He also told me that my neighbor and I technically live within 5 miles of the airport.
Oh,
Even though it doesn't have a tower, technically that falls under FAA regulations.
Hell
I called the hotline from Google and I spoke to them about my neighbor's hobby of flying out of line, out of sight, flying several thousand feet in the air, flying near airports, and made an inquiry into if he was registered to fly drones, saying he owned 2 very large drones. He already bought a new one, though this one is almost
They make
5
drones
feet
that
across.
big?
Yeah, 5 feet across.
yeah, that's
And you're flying that in my backyard, bro?
You're chasing a dog with a 5-foot boat. That is threatening.
You could
That's
hurt my dog.
I'm just
Okay.
thinking it's like a little.
that's like a military grade.
Oh my God.
Let me see if
I don't know the weight of this, but it definitely is at least a few pounds. They took my information and have called me back once, so I know they're investigating, but I don't know anything else. Not sure if they'll tell me anything anyways. I brought both police reports to court, as well as several photos of my backyard, photos of our shared 8 feet high privacy fence, medical bills for my dog, and a few short videos I had of him doing flybys over my dog in the past. His main argument to the judge was that I maliciously installed a table to allow my dog to jump high enough to catch his drone, which I somehow trained him to do. Which, yes, I had recently bought a new picnic table, but only so I had somewhere to sit and eat outside. I argued that his flying was causing my dog anxiety, and that's what provoked it, and thanks to y'all's advice, that my dog could have potentially died from ingesting part of the drone, or if the drone hit him. In the end, he now has to pay just under $2,000 for various vet bills, x-rays, dental exams, sedation, medication. He's also banned from flying over my property, and I installed trail cams front and backyards just in case.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty upset with me, so I wanted to be careful. The only thing that can make this better is if FAA finds a reason to fine him or take away his drones, which that didn't necessarily happen yet. But yeah, so that's the update.
All this right in the world. I like that. That's a great,
It's a happy ending.
You don't get endings like that.
Yeah.
You don't get endings like that, especially on Reddit. So kudos to OP, man.
Mm-hmm.
5-foot drone noise.
That would actually scare me if I saw a 5-foot drone like following me.
Dude. Because then it's like you want to try and get it, but you don't want your hand to get cut up.
Yeah.
How do you stop something like that? I'm surprised the dog didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
If he did use the 5-foot one on him.
What was the Sandlot dog?
Fourth generation, you know what I'm saying?
Explain that to someone in the 50s. Take a look.
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
I can't fly anywhere. Except next to an airport.
5-foot drone. It's in a bone.
I'm surprised he was able to fly too. Because usually with like the drones, if you're like in a restricted airspace, it doesn't let you even take off.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it'll tell you.
Yeah, it'd be like,
Maybe
Like
it's just the
smart
DJI
ones?
ones. Maybe it's just the
I feel like,
DJI
I feel like
ones.
that's be a feature. I think regular drone is like, I don't know where I am.
Fly away.
Yeah, flies into people. Oh, God, help me.
My girlfriend of 4 years just told me that she's pregnant. I'm a woman, so it can't be mine.
Oh.
But she swears she didn't cheat. What do I do?
I don't want to pass judgment.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
My 29 female girlfriend, 27 female of 4 years just told me that she's pregnant. I'm a woman, so it can't be mine. But she swears she didn't cheat. What do I do? Originally posted November 17th, 2015. I'm still in shock, so bear with me. My life feels like a soap opera right now. Apologies, this will probably be long. Here's some background. My girlfriend Anna and I have been together for 4 years, with intentions of getting engaged sometime this year. To clarify, we're two women in a relationship. I'm a lesbian, always have been, but Anna is bisexual and has had some serious relationships with men in the past. This has never been an issue for us because we love each other and have a healthy and stable relationship, but now, as you can imagine, I'm second-guessing everything. In the last month, Anna has been contemplating about putting on weight, particularly in her stomach area. Anna's thin and athletic, so this little belly she developed is noticeable. She has been going to the gym more and started eating much healthier than she usually does. We didn't notice any improvements with her weight loss, but I told her that it takes time and that she'll eventually lose weight. Pregnancy never ever crossed my mind, for obvious reasons. Last week, she started freaking out about her weight gain, so she scheduled a doctor's appointment. She had an appointment yesterday afternoon and afterwards called me at work and told me that we needed to talk. I could tell she had been crying. I'm freaking out at this point, thinking that she's terminally ill or something. I started tearing up and asking her to tell me what's wrong, but she insists on meeting at home. I leave work immediately and I get home to see her sitting on the couch, her face puffy from crying. I'm shaking and tears are streaming down my face. I ask her about the doctor's appointment and what's going on. She barely gets out the words through her sobs. She tells me that she went to the doctor and they told her that she is 13 weeks pregnant. I stopped crying, but my brain is trying to comprehend what she just told me. All I could say was, "What?" over and over again. She's still sobbing, saying she is so confused and she has no idea how this happened. I've never really seen her in a state like this. She seemed genuinely upset and confused, but then again, so am I. As I started registering what's going on, I asked, "Did you sleep with someone?" And she only starts crying more, swearing on her life that she didn't sleep with anyone. So I'm like, "But you did. You're pregnant. There's no way that you didn't cheat on me." To which she replies, "I have no fucking clue how this happened, but I swear to God I didn't sleep with anyone. You have to believe me." We go back and forth for 30 minutes or so, both of us still confused. I told her that I needed to think, so I called a friend and I spent last night at his house. I've been talking with friends and everyone's confused but agreeing that Anna must have cheated on me. I keep playing over our conversation in my head though. Like she knew that she had slept with a guy and that she could get pregnant. Why would she go to a doctor? Why wouldn't she just have gotten an abortion secretly? She could have used a Plan B pill just in case. Like she could have gotten away with this. Maybe I'm being foolish here, but it genuinely seemed like she had no idea why she was gaining weight in her stomach. A couple of nights we talked at length about possibilities why she was gaining weight in that region, and pregnancy never crossed our minds. I'm also playing back the potential date that she could have cheated on me, considering she's 13 weeks along. We live together and have similar work schedules. We both work 9-to-5 jobs. And if I'm thinking of the right week that this could have happened, there's nothing that stands out of ordinary to me. There weren't any late nights or suspicious activity that would have concerned me. I feel like I'm driving myself insane and I feel like I can't trust her. She's been texting me, asking if we can talk, and I told her that I need more time. I want to believe that she's telling me the truth, but I can't think of any reason how she could be pregnant without having slept with some guy. But it's also confusing given the situation. So Reddit, what are your thoughts? Does my girlfriend have a case of lesbian immaculate conception? Or am I being a fool for doubting that she cheated on me? How do I handle this situation and how do I talk to her? Everything feels very confusing right now. Thanks in advance for reading. And then there's comments and then there's updates.
I think you...
The fact that the doctor said pregnant is making, I'm like, pregnant. So I'm like, so it does make me lead to what happened, because it's like, did she cheat or did something worse happen where she doesn't understand, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think that the time spent away is a good thing, but I do think you need to revisit. There's been time away, and maybe there's time where if this is a bad thing that happened, there's time where she can be like, this is what happened. Or if it's she cheated, like I think more time away and then coming back together and hearing, because she has to give a story, and that'll tell you something. Because there is no way that it just came out of nowhere. So something happened. And now that we have time away, we can come back together, have a conversation, and we can discuss that thing.
yeah.
Because that's what we need to get. Because I think if you've been with this person 4 years, you love this person, for your own sanity, you need to know what happened. And I think you just need to go in, not necessarily with an open mind, but just with a listening ear and say, so what do you think happened?
What do you think happened?
If you don't know, what do you think happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, I don't know if there's any real way. This is such a situation, it's kind of even hard to have a productive conversation about it. Like someone's going to, like the emotions are going to be there.
Right.
And OP is already the type, like she's like, I don't know. Like if you go into that conversation confused, it's only going to make matters worse because you're just going to get more confused because her only answer is going to be, I don't know. So yeah, I think some time away would definitely suit you well, but it's looking pretty grim.
Well, because I think any person, if you're saying that the partner really doesn't know, I think she would still understand that her partner needs something. Like there's no way, if you want to continue with this, there's no way you can give me nothing. So we need to figure that out. And I was like, I would hope that would happen in a conversation that's outside of the emotional, I just found out I'm pregnant and that day. I don't think anything's really getting done. If she didn't admit anything like that, then yeah, you might as well. Yeah, let's break a little bit. Now let's come back. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So relevant comments. I think you know the right answer here. You don't just magically get pregnant. Yeah, she could have hidden it and secretly gotten an abortion, but she, in all likelihood, didn't think anything of it until it was too late. Maybe they used a condom and it broke, or he pulled out or something, and she just convinced herself it couldn't be a pregnancy, or just didn't want to believe it. Denial is extremely powerful. Some people will deny till the day they die, but she's in a relationship with you, a woman, and she's pregnant. This isn't one you can deny. Logic says she may as well come clean, but good luck with that 99.9% chance she cheated. The only other explanation is she was drugged and assaulted or something, but that's a big leap into the let's find a way to rationalize this shit out of this zone. Good luck with this. My money's on she was unfaithful as the obvious fucking answer. And Opie said, maybe the answer that she cheated is obvious here, but it's also difficult to explain to a bunch of strangers just how upset she was when she told me. I can't expect internet strangers to know the intimacies of our relationship, but I would not be posting here if I didn't think there was a slight chance that she was actually telling me the truth. And then,
That's so mean.
Yeah, I know. So a lot has happened since the original post. Thank you to everyone who responded with helpful comments. It seems like most people came to 3 possible conclusions with Anna's pregnancy. She cheated on me and got pregnant. She was the victim of a drugging scenario and doesn't remember anything. Or the doctor is wrong. After spending the night at my friend's house and ignoring Anna's calls and texts, I decided to see her the next day. We made a plan to meet at her house after work. I wasn't sure what to expect from our conversation. I thought I might get a confession out of her cheating on me or something along those lines. So we met at home. She asked me how I was doing, and I told her I was still pretty confused and upset. She understood. Then I said, I have to know. Did you sleep with someone or cheat on me or come near sperm in any way, shape, or form since we've been together? She swore up and down that she did not. Very sincerely. She said, I know this is fucking crazy and it's literally unbelievable, but I swear to God, I didn't cheat on you. I'm just as confused as you are. I still wasn't entirely convinced, so I asked about the doctor's visit specifically. She did not get an ultrasound. They only took a urine sample. I guess she told them symptoms. They took a urine sample, concluded that she was pregnant, and they sent her on her way. I asked why they gave her a specific gestation period, and she didn't know. I'm not exactly sure why they did either. Of course, I was like you. Did you tell the doctor that it's impossible that you're pregnant, that you've been with a woman for the last 4 years, and the doctor gave her grief for it? Essentially implied that she must have slept with a man because she's pregnant, and that's why she was experiencing her symptoms. I'm not sure if this is a common occurrence for a doctor, but she said that he seemed completely unfazed by her claims of not having slept with a man. For those of you that have mentioned her period, Anna has an irregular period. Sometimes she gets it and sometimes she doesn't. So there was no cause for alarm when she didn't get her period for 3 months because A, she can't get pregnant, and B, more sex for us. I guess the doctor saw the sign of positive pregnancy test and the lack of period, and pregnancy was the most reasonable option. After hearing about that, I said that she should schedule another doctor's appointment with a different doctor as soon as possible. She told me that she had the appointment the next day, yesterday. We decided it was best that I go with her for this appointment. The first order of business with the new doctor was the ultrasound. I sat with Anna as they put the gel in her stomach, and I was honestly sweating bullets. I kept thinking to myself, what if she is actually pregnant? I thought I was going to pass out, but Anna seemed calm. They confirmed that Anna is not pregnant. But she has a mass on her ovary that was a cause for concern. It was one of the most emotionally confusing moments of my life. Anna and I looked at each other, not sure if we should celebrate the not pregnancy or not, or cry or what. Anna still had more appointments, but the new doctor gave her the diagnosis, stage 1 ovarian cancer. This explains the positive pregnancy test and the bloated stomach. This explains why she wasn't able to lose the weight in her stomach. The doctor also mentioned that irregular periods should have been a sign of concern for Anna, as women with irregular periods can be at more risk for ovarian cancer. I'm devastated and hopeful. Anna is still in shock, as she has been through a lot in the past couple of days. I'm supporting her the best that I can, and we're figuring out a game plan. Naturally, we're both terrified of what's to come. This will be a huge part of her life and my life, and probably put our plans to get engaged, married, have kids on hold if she can even still have kids after all of this. Anna even joked about the fact that she wishes she had actually been pregnant with the Messiah. That way we could keep the kid and not have this horrible diagnosis. So I guess this is a happy, sad update. Thanks to everyone for reading. Comments. I'm sorry to hear. The first doctor was so dismissive of her insistence that she hadn't slept with a man, should have probably been scolded for this. And Opie said, when she explained his reaction to me, I was livid. Call me an angry, man-hating lesbian, but the second doctor was a woman, and she was honestly one of the most helpful and supportive doctors I've ever encountered. And then, I didn't screenshot all of them, but a lot of people in the comments were doctors who were talking about how frustrating the situation was for the first doctor to not listen to her. But yeah. Unfortunately, it's a case of someone explaining their symptoms and the doctor not believing them or not hearing what they're saying and being like, no, it's this.
Because it actually, like, it's like part of the storyline of the pit where they go through where, like, you have to you listen to the patients, but sometimes patients are keeping things away from you, but you still have to do things to verify that. You can't go in with your bias of, well, this is probably, because I'm like, maybe the doctor has seen people cheating and like didn't want to admit blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, that doesn't matter. You can't go on your bias. You still have to medically confirm these things.
Yeah.
And you just using your cursory test to do it just highlights your bias, because we're all human, so we all do have biases and think things. But doctors doing it can cause harm. So you can't go into these situations necessarily with your bias. You can have it inform some things and have you test certain things because of it, but you still need to become 100%. And like, this could have been really bad. Like, luckily it's stage 1. So it's not like a later stage. It's probably a chance that you can fight it and
hopefully
go into remission and get out of this. But I'm like, what if it was like a later stage and the time they were taking, thinking they were pregnant, wait months, and you're like, wait, I don't think this is a baby. Find out later, like, this could have been really bad, even worse.
Yep.
So it does piss me off. I'm like, I know there's doctors like that. They just, I've been around doctors where like, they just don't see you as a person. They're just like looking through you, just like another number. And you're like, did you even hear what I said?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about doctors like that. Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's why it's always best practice for practitioners to just get a second opinion.
Yeah.
They're the people?
Yeah, nah, not the practitioners.
People.
Yeah, the people, to get a second opinion.
Because then she finds a doctor that is really great to her and her wife or her partner, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's weird in this situation, I'm like, I don't think you have a Messiah baby would help you in this. Like, it would injure a relationship. If you were pregnant, there's no way you're believing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess she would rather have that in the relationship than cancer.
Yeah.
This is a story that just kind of gives a broad view into like a lot of people's lives. Like just how sometimes the healthcare system just doesn't really care for you like it's supposed to. Or like, I even think about it from my personal experience in life, you know, just being a person of color, having a mother and sister of color, and then explaining symptoms, and doctors are just like, well,
yeah, no
real help.
And
it's frustrating.
I don't want to completely blame doctors, even though I'm like, I had a friend who died during COVID. You could see she was going to the doctor several times saying she was in pain, and they're like, you're fine, it's not that. And then she died. So I'm like, I think there may be some doctors, but I'm like, I really think it's the system overall that's like pushing profit over everything, seeing as many people as possible. They're working 18-hour shifts, and over time you just miss things. I think it's all bad, like how we approach healthcare. I don't want to say like doctors as a thing are bad. I'm sure there are definitely bad doctors, but overall the system just made for this to happen. Like, it's made to not see people as people and just more as just cogs to get in and grease the wheels of this machine.
Yeah,
but it does overlook certain people, like Black women.
Yeah.
Even in this example, I think sometimes it's a helpful reminder that you should, if you can, find a practitioner that relates to you in some way so that maybe they could fight for you where maybe some others might not. Not saying every person that doesn't look like you or relate to you in some way, not saying they won't fight for you or be a great doctor. But sometimes if you're not getting like what you're needing of, like, let's say, you know, you're saying you have certain symptoms and they're like, you're fine. I don't think your pain level is that high. You should go to you should go to someone else.
If I got a Black wife and we're having a kid,
Black doctor,
she 100% getting a Black woman doctor.
Black woman, like, if you can.
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
It has to happen because I'm like, well, we're not taking that risk.
Yep.
It's already like you're already such a higher risk.
It's statistically true, right?
Yeah, they die more. And I'm like, yeah, we're not having that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do get your point of like the healthcare system is bad and like doctors can definitely be overworked, but it is statistically true that Black women are like overlooked, or they're not believed fully when it comes to their symptoms and their pain. And, you know, just in this story of like the woman doctor was able to be like, okay, well, let's take another look at that. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah. Because like people do get embarrassed and they lie to their doctors. But I think at the end of the day, a lot of people, even me, I'm like, I've been to the doctor and I'm like, I'm embarrassed to say this. But I say it because you're like, they're helping me.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily help me to lie to them. And I think a lot of people do feel that at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to lie. I might lie at the beginning and then I'm like, you know what, actually. Because it helps me because it's my body and you're trying to help my body.
Yeah.
So you need to know the information.
Yeah.
Because to a lesser extent, like working with computers, and I'm like, so how did we get here? And they're like, I don't know, it just like happened out of nowhere. And you're like, it happened out of nowhere? Really?
You didn't click on that?
You didn't click
You
anything?
didn't click on that? You're like, well, now that you mentioned it, I did click it. I'm like, okay, and there we go.
So you click on an email.
So we're here now. And now I can help you.
And laugh at you.
Yeah.
You're like, I do want to say I didn't need you to admit anything.
Yeah,
I
it's for
immediately
mine.
saw the source. I just did want to hear you admit to it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a building.
I know everything, actually. I knew before I got here, but
Yeah, I saw where your eyes went when you clicked on it. I could see where your eyes were on the screen. I could, so.
People always telling themselves.
I just got back from the gym. I didn't have breakfast, but I really needed to start working because I have a long day ahead. For me, eating healthy isn't a willpower problem, it's a setup problem. Until I found Factor. I just finished my meal that took 2 minutes in the microwave. It was chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. Now I know I'm not going to be sluggish or reaching for a snack and I can focus on working. I wasn't feeling the best last week and I love that I could reach for my favorite Factor meal, white chicken chili. That's been a constant each week, is that white chicken chili as one of my meals. Factor has meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, and more. For strength and workout recovery, check out Factor's Muscle Pro collection. Every meal is crafted with functional ingredients, lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats. Just nutrient-dense food. Fresh, never frozen, over 100 rotating weekly meals, including globally inspired flavors like Mediterranean and Asian cuisine, so there's always something new to look forward to. Head to factormeals.com/CLP50off and use code CLP50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box, with new subscriptions only, while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. Thanks to our final sponsor, Factor, for this message. And thanks to our listeners for supporting this podcast.
Okay, so next story. Just originally posted in r/advice. I want to start calling my adoptive mom instead of her name.
Yes.
Okay.
So sweet.
So my bio parents put me, 15 male, up for adoption when I was born. So I was always...
When I was 15, I was like, dang. That's actually,
3 more years and they said...
we can't do it. We did 15.
Yeah. So I was always in foster homes until I was 12. I had a teacher, Janice, 33 female, who was my homeroom teacher. Janice found out about me being a foster kid and how I wished I had a family. Janice had also been a foster kid growing up, and long story short, she then became my foster mother and adopted me. Janice is the best mother I could ever have asked for. She's been so unbelievably kind and loving to me, and I absolutely adore her. The problem is that I don't call her mom. I just call her Janice. I want to start calling her mom, but I have no idea how to start that without making it awkward. Please help me, internet strangers. And then there's an update.
Easiest thing. Just say it.
Just say it?
Janice gonna eat it up. I promise you she gonna eat it up. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta do nothing. You're good. This is the easiest problem. Just say mom. She's gonna be like, ah! It's not gonna be awkward. You might feel a little awkward, but I promise you she's gonna be like, she's gonna cry. She's probably gonna cry.
Yeah. 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 No notes.
It's funny because people in the comments, like when I was reading the story, I literally was like, has anybody seen Matilda nowadays? They think they can just get this story by me.
Oh, it's Matilda.
Matilda, Miss Honey.
Yeah, Miss Honey.
Which, because Miss Honey adopted her at the end, right?
Yeah.
I cried at that scene.
Matilda,
Well, Matilda's worse because her parents were there.
and they were just bad.
They were just the worst parents.
They're like, do you want to take her? You could take her.
Crazy.
Let me sign the
Oh, I've never been
papers.
so mad watching Matilda. I was angry, dude. Her parents sucked.
They did
Matilda was
suck.
a tragedy.
So was not expecting this big of a response. Thank you all for responding, and some of the ideas really made me tear up. Anyway, this morning I went to Janice and I said, "Good morning, Mom." She just looked at me and started crying and then came over and hugged me and kissed my forehead. I hugged her back and she said I could call her whatever made me feel comfortable and that she loves me more than anything. And I just replied with, "I love you too, Mom." So yeah, hope this update makes someone's day because it certainly made mine. Have a great day.
My heart.
Easy, man.
Sam with the mom riz. Never stops with you.
I know how to get to a mom's heart. I'll tell you right now, I know what moms want.
What would your mom want right now if you could text her something that would light up her day?
I'll send it.
What is
while I'm
something that
saying it.
everybody should text to their mom right now?
Right now.
That would
Everybody
get-
get their phones out right now. You're watching the episode.
What should we text to our moms?
Yes, where's mom at?
And then for the people, I also need you to figure out what they should send to their dads.
I'm not so good on
Wait.
dads. I'm not really. Don't have a lot of experience with dads.
Yeah, forget I said that. I was just trying to be inclusive of everybody, but
Brandon
maybe Brandon
Brandon
can help.
Brandon can help with
Brandon
the
can
dad
help
part,
that
'cause
from that one.
the
You and I,
yeah, I'm like,
you just don't send anything.
hello? Hello, question?
Is this?
Who are you?
So
Okay.
I say to your mom, "Hey, Mom, you're cute as a button." And then do a
Do you do a button emoji?
no. I after as a button, then you do emoji heart eyes emoji. Y'all getting points right now.
Just one?
Oh, we're all saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
I thought we all-
text your mom.
yeah, heart eyes.
And if your mom responds while you're watching the episode, let us
Let
know,
us in
what
the comments
what they
she
say.
said.
Hey mom, you're cute as a button! Exclamation point after button or what?
No, the emoji is the
End.
punctuation. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think actually heart eyes and then a heart.
Oh my God, let me edit this. Red heart.
Red heart.
Sent.
Thanks.
Make sure you use the right version of your.
Oh yeah, if y'all did that, then that's not on me. Y'all should have known.
But then your mom's like, I know that about him.
Yeah, I love that kid.
I knew they would do
Yeah,
that.
so put in the comments what she said back.
Hopefully she responds. I think my mom's sleeping.
Their mom's like, "Who the hell? Who the hell is this?"
She said, I'm just a button?
Yeah.
Just a button? I'm like, well, no, you're beautiful. She's like, I'm like,
That's what my mom would say.
Beautiful.
Just a button? Actually, she's probably gonna be like, what does that even mean, Brandon?
Okay,
I know.
Brandon does do the dads now. What do dads like?
No, my mom's.
What'd she say?
I know. Finally, somebody gets me.
Oh, she was kicking her
She's
feet.
kicking her feet. She's like,
Thank you, Brandon.
Oh my gosh.
I know moms, man. Okay, here's what my mom said. Uh-oh, what did I do? So, very.
I thought you knew
I
moms.
do. My mom's like, what the hell are you doing?
Mom still has not responded. She's out like a light.
She'll wake up to that. It'll be a nice little message.
And then she'll wake up to a message from dad like, do you want to see what Maddie just sent me? What's a compliment that you could give to your dad that he would like?
Hey, you stronger than Ox, man. You're getting big.
Is that what we should send?
And then put the flexing
Oh,
emoji.
flex, yes.
Remember the right your.
Do the wrong one for dads.
I don't know the difference.
They'll never.
Okay. Hey Pops, you're strong as an ox. Flex emoji.
Yes! That's actually good.
There we go.
I think the one tough part about dads responding,
They don't.
it might be today.
Yeah.
It might be next week. They
Might be
will
a-
respond.
Might be a thumbs up.
If you,
How did your parents respond? Ooh, if you have two dads or two moms, you just send them the same thing.
send them the same thing. If you got two moms, it applies to both of them.
But you might want to send them within the same minute, or else.
Oh, he sent a gift.
He's like not. He doesn't know how to take the compliment. His gift is basically like, thanks. I guess I don't know what's happening here.
Coach sent that?
I bet you your mom and him are in the same room.
Probably not. My mom's probably in her office.
You don't think they're talking?
Right now at 10?
Mm-hmm. My mom's a night owl.
Oh.
So my boyfriend keeps letting his friend come on our dates.
That's gross.
Okay, how we got into this predicament in the first place is that my boyfriend really likes his friend Liam. He's like a brother to him. He saved his life once, etc., but he's on all of our dates. I even brought one of my single friends on a date so we could double, and Liam and her don't date, so that failed. I asked my boyfriend why Liam is on our dates, and he said that Liam's lonely, has nobody else, and has no siblings or girlfriend. But then my boyfriend kind of guilts me because I know this sounds awful, but Liam is the full package for guilt. His mom died when he was young, and then his dad and him don't talk anymore. So Liam doesn't have anyone to talk to. I honestly think my boyfriend is guilt tripping me. I don't think I can do this relationship anymore. If nothing changes, I'm leaving. This has gone on for 3 months. Like, sure, I feel bad for Liam, but I don't really know him, and it's not my problem. It's also not just dates. Movie nights, he's here. Going to the mall, he's here. Where is he not? And then, so there's comments and then an update.
I mean, this is a fair thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a date then.
I'm not trying to be with
It's
your
a
friend.
hangout.
Yeah.
This is a hangout,
Like, I
yeah.
even try to like do a run a two man and get your bro a girl. He failed.
Because they don't. Was she saying it didn't work because they don't date, or like they don't like date?
They aren't dating, so she's basically saying
Okay.
it failed because they're not
Oh
together.
yeah, I guess they're like, do they not date? And
Yeah, I was like, is it because it failed because it wasn't like they weren't dating together, or like it failed because they just don't date as like a thing to do?
Yeah,
don't like each
they're
other.
just not a couple, so
Yeah.
it didn't work. But yeah, I don't know. I think just because Liam has a hard life doesn't mean that because are you saying that OP's boyfriend is always with Liam, or is it just when you're on a date?
I'm weirded out both. I'm weirded by OP's boyfriend because I'm like, why are you trying to bring somebody on your date every time?
Yeah.
I get like caring about your friend and not wanting to be lonely, but you hang out with your girlfriend, then you go hang out with Liam. If you're
Literally.
worried about Liam, and Liam, why do you? I guess being lonely is a brutal thing, but why would you want to be going on every single date with knowing you're the third wheel? But some people do not care about being the third wheel.
Some people don't see it.
Yeah, they don't see it.
But that's where the boyfriend has to step up and be like, hey, so I know that you come on, like, these are dates, first
These are
of all.
dates, yeah.
But I know that you join us, like, sometimes. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to plan intentional time where it's just you and I hanging out as friends so that
Yeah.
me and my girlfriend have time to hang out as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that needs to be him saying that.
Right.
Even if Liam wants to be there on all the dates, he needs to step in and be like, no, we need quality time together so we can get to
Yeah.
know each other. They've been dating for 3 months, it sounds like, and it's been happening the entire
That's
time.
crazy.
How old are they?
22.
Yeah, that's also
His friend is 24.
too much.
a little alarming.
Yeah.
Because like, what is it? High school? I guess I could kind of get it.
Even high
Chaperone
school, I'm
vibes.
like, high school every day?
Middle school, maybe.
In high school, I'm like, you know I'm trying to be alone with her.
Yeah,
Why are you here, bro?
but it's like the cover story, like, oh, I'm hanging out with blah 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 blah.
But it's a
And
cover
like,
story. It's
space.
real life.
It's not
Yeah.
real.
It's not real. You ain't here.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to lie to your mom. But we are lying to her.
that's exactly what's happening.
That's what we're doing.
You're not lying. Just disappear for, 2 hours and come meet back up.
My dad texted me back and started preaching. He said, okay, it was just out of nowhere at 10 p.m. at night. It was catching me off guard, but I'm not strong. It's Christ in me that makes me strong.
No, he didn't.
Without him,
Oh, my dad responded.
Oh,
This is so him.
This is so him.
He just responded with the emoji with the sunglasses and the smile. Two of them. But yeah.
Look at her face. I don't know.
I was about to make a joke to be like, your dad responded twice. My dad didn't respond at all yet.
Well, he did.
But he did with 2 emojis.
And then he sends the exact same thing Brandon's dad said verbatim. He was like, actually, it is.
He's like, actually, I've been getting into the word more.
I was not expecting that. I mean,
No, that was
I wasn't
crazy.
expecting that.
I'm not mad about it.
That's how you
I just
know your
wasn't
dad was
expecting it.
not expecting that. He was like, what is this that my son just sent
Yeah, he
me?
had to sit down and pray. He prayed.
He had to
And then
pray.
he said, God told me to tell you.
He had to thank God for that.
Oh, my God.
Let me heart my dad's smiles.
What a random tangent we saw. That was very delightful to me.
I love that text though. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah.
When this video goes out, I'm watching this segment immediately. I'm going to be at 12 o'clock immediately watching this.
You're just cutting to this?
Yeah, I love this. This is a thing to break up over.
Mm-hmm.
3
Yeah.
months in, this is easily a reason. If he can't change, you're like, I want to be with you.
They've never been on a date. They've only
Yeah.
ever hung out.
And that
No
is a
hanks.
true ick, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an ick.
Okay. So, top comment. Before ending, if you're fully validated on doing so based on your post, have you put your foot down? Why don't you plan dates and tell him his friend is not invited, period? And OP said, I have, but as I said in the post, he always guilt trips me into letting him come. Saying this out loud kind of just made me realize he's manipulative. And then someone said, it's okay to break up. You didn't sign up to be a third wheel in your relationship.
Right.
He can spend as much time with Liam as he wants as a single dude. And then there was an edit. I called my soon-to-be ex-boyfriend to meet up, and I'm going to break up with him. I'm going to tell him the exact reason, honestly. I swear if Liam is there, like, I'm not considering the possibility of not breaking up with him. It's not even just because of Liam. It's because he manipulates me into letting Liam be there. And then an update. I broke up with my ex. I'm going to call him Xavier. I went to where we agreed to meet up.
Xavier.
I went to where we agreed to meet up, and guess who he brought with him?
Liam was there. He was there for the breakup.
You guessed it, Liam. I was very annoyed at this point. I told him I wanted to speak with him privately, and he brings fucking Liam. It's very uncomfortable to break up with someone in front of their best friend, but I was too pissed. I told him I said I wanted to speak privately, and he said, say it in front of Liam. Eventually, I just got annoyed and I said, that's it. I don't always want Liam here in our private lives, on dates, everywhere. He basically said, remember when I told you about Liam's circumstances, blah, blah, blah? I said something like, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck about what Liam's going through right now. This is about me breaking up with you. Meanwhile, Liam is standing there looking confused.
He was like, oh.
I'll get back to this later. So we basically get into a fight in this park, and it gets to the point where I tell him that he manipulates me into not kicking Liam out of our dates, and about everything he told me Liam went through, like a brother to Xavier, saved Xavier's life, dead mom, dad absent, no siblings, girlfriend, or friends. And then Xavier looks like he got caught or something, and then Liam gets angry and saying, what did you tell her? This is all funny and really awful at the same time. It turns out none of what Xavier told me was true. Liam has a fiance, has a real brother and sister, and his mother isn't dead. So anyway, definitely broke up with Xavier. Like 40 minutes later, Liam DMs me and basically says that Xavier told Liam that I wasn't comfortable being alone with Xavier and that he thought I wanted him to be on the dates. Sir, what? He says that the reason why he agreed is because his fiance is living in Europe to finish up her study abroad program, and he had nothing better to do. So Xavier just flat out is a liar. Glad I broke up with him. Mad I got lied to, but oh well. This was honestly not a turn of events I was expecting, and I had to get it out somewhere. Somebody does say in the comments, did he ever explain why he did it? Are you still in touch with Liam? What's Liam's take on what happened? And Opie responded, he never explained to Liam or me why he did it, but the vibe I'm getting from what Liam has told me and my own feelings on the matter is that he was trying to frame Liam into looking like Liam was on the dates with me, so X can show Liam's girlfriend photos or something to break up Liam and his girlfriend. That's the second runner-up. I think personally that X just did it for a sick game or something. As perfect as it would have been for X to be gay for Liam, sadly, I don't think that's the case, but who knows, honestly. Me and Liam have talked every once in a while the past few days, but I'm definitely not friends with him. I'm not really sure if I can trust him because I don't know enough about Liam to know if he's not a pot stirrer himself. Liam was definitely kept in the dark about a lot of things, so it's not his fault or anything, but I just don't know the friendship I walked into. Based on what Liam said, he feels baffled. When the topic first came up, he said he wouldn't know why X would do something like this, but a tiny bit of him is not surprised. I don't know what he did before to earn that not surprised because Liam never really gave me a straight answer. What I can take is that he's really curious of X's intentions. Hopefully this can answer any questions you might have, and if anything needs more clearing up, you can ask. So yeah, people are just like, why?
I'm so curious about why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even though, if seeing this is me, if I'm Liam, that excuse wouldn't even make sense to me of like, oh, she didn't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So why would she be with my friend?
Yeah.
Why would she be more safe with another person, a stranger?
Another dude, too.
Yeah, another guy, too. Why would that make her feel safer?
Maybe if because from her understanding, she knew that he had a fiance, I guess. I wonder if they're like religious.
I would be like
a chaperone.
We're out in public and we never go privately. I'm like, I'm very...
Yeah.
But even if I'm like, I'm taking that at face value, one of you guys asked me like, can you come on every date? I'm like, no.
No, I don't have time
Y'all
to
need
do
to
that.
figure something out, or you need to round robin some people in because I'm not.
Guess?
That's why I'm giving. It's giving religious a little bit, like chaperone type vibe. Because why would he be there for every single thing?
But why did Xavier do it?
I don't know.
Because I'm like that suggestion of like him trying to break up. I'm like, that's the only thing that someone made some sense to me.
Maybe. So his excuse was he told Liam she's not comfortable. Maybe he's really nervous about her, and maybe he wasn't ever comfortable with being alone with her. And that's why, he lied to get them both there. But maybe there was some truth in what he said to Liam, which was he was uncomfortable being alone with her. I don't know why you would pursue a relationship then. I'm still not getting that, but maybe that's my guess.
So it's like, rule number one, you should both be comfortable with each other.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's strange.
Oh,
and it's stuff like this where it's like, dang, you never will get a result.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You know what I do know, though? There's one more story. We should probably get to it.
Let's go to it. It's Taco Bell.
Actually, I like doing Patreon first.
Okay, so this last story is I've been sleeping with my best friend for over 2 weeks, and I think we've been dating for 10 years and never realized it. Let me read it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've been in a relationship, y'all just did it. But if you just started sleeping together.
Yeah, y'all did every single stop. Yeah.
So me, 32 male, and Sophie, 32 female, have been best friends since like the first grade. She was my next door neighbor growing up. We went to the same college and got jobs in the same city, and we've been roommates since we were like 25. So basically, this is almost like we've been a couple all along, but I've never really thought of her sexually since we were teenagers. She had a boyfriend at 17, and they were really in love with each other, and I was good friends with him, but unfortunately, he drowned like a week after we graduated high school.
That caught me so off guard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
She was obviously a wreck, and I helped her as much as I could get through it, and in the process, we pretty much became inseparable. It's not like one of us was clinging to the other. It was completely mutual. Mm-hmm. We liked the same things, have the same interests, and did stuff together all the time. When she was having a hard time sleeping because of Rick's drowning, she would ask to come over because she didn't want to be alone, and I, of course, was there for her. Eventually, we graduated college and decided to get jobs in the same city, and eventually after that, we decided to move in together as roommates because we save a ton of money and we were always hanging out together anyway. Now I realize that basically I think we've been a couple, except we didn't have sex. Of course, she would have a guy over sometimes, but it was never really serious, and same with me. I dated a bit, but I never really felt a connection with any of them. So about 2 weeks ago, we were watching wrestling, like we do every week, and she started softly crying, and we were sitting like inches from each other on the couch. So of course, I put my arm around her, and I ask if she's okay and if she needs to talk. Basically, she's been having a hard time finding a guy, and she's really upset. She's always been kind of thick, but now she's pretty chubby and says that attractive guys don't want to sleep with her anymore. So I'm trying to be supportive and stuff, and I wasn't lying. I've always thought she was really pretty. But I said that's not true, and there's plenty of guys who would love to sleep with her. She's not a prude or anything. She's not a prude or anything. We always make crude jokes to each other. And I said something like, I mean, if we weren't the best of friends, I'd have been trying to fuck you for the past 10 years. And she gave me this look like I just flipped a switch on a robot. Like she was just staring right into my eyes. And my brain is telling me to kiss her. And so I did. We were making out for like 5 minutes and she pulled my shirt off and I think I pulled hers off. And then I think, oh my God, what am I doing?
Is this smut?
Yeah, I got tricked. This is a porn. This is a trick. This ain't
Just
real.
no, I'm just kidding.
This is smut.
I stopped and I'm like, whoa, we need to think about this. Are we sure we want to go down this road? We talked for like 2 minutes and we basically decide, hey, we've been friends for 25 years. We've been through way worse together than having sex one time. Shouldn't be an issue. It was by far the best sex I've ever had.
Oh.
And now, since that time, we've had sex at least once every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times. We both recognize we need to discuss this, but keep saying we'll discuss it tomorrow when we'll have more time. But I recognize we have to discuss it like soon. And I'm scared. I think I realized that I've been madly in love with her this entire time. And that's why I've never connected with any of the women I've dated. And I'm really hoping it's the same for her. I think we might both have felt this way for a long time and we're finally realizing it. It sounds so fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? Am I crazy? Am I getting my hopes up? If she doesn't feel the same way I do, how can I ever hang out with her again? What do I do? And then there's comments and an update.
The two souls are tied, my friend.
You're right. You do got to talk about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, yeah, just enjoy this. But like, if you're in love with her, you don't know what it's her state of mind is.
Yeah.
You need to figure it out before you get yourself deeper into this.
And to avoid it, they're both sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly.
They trauma bonded too, so that's like
Trauma bonded.
When her ex died.
True.
So that's like a whole different thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he was close with them, so maybe, yeah.
So they were friends since they were in elementary school.
There's layers to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think my thing is like, you got to talk and get this over because you have strong feelings.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure you are on the same page because the impetus of this was her feeling like self-conscious and like no one wants to have sex with her.
Yeah.
So you validating that could just be good for her to be like, oh, people do want to have sex with me. And you were like, it was good. So yeah, let's do it again. That doesn't mean necessarily like I have feelings for you. Like I do love you as a friend and it's cool. We can have sex. But in her mind, it could be like, that's all this is.
Yeah.
So you need to clarify that right now. Because in your mind, you're going like, we both been in love. And I'm like, confirm that before you get too deep into this.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. I was like,
But this is a porno I've seen.
Yeah.
It's the exact storyline.
I wanted to say it was like the invisible string, but nah, that's not invisible string. That's very visible. That's visible rope.
They've been around each other for a long time. Yeah, they're always in each other's lives.
But this is like where you have friends who are so close that other relationships, other people can see it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, because you might not connect with them, but they might be looking at you like, why you live with this girl? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I see like how you guys interact. There's something here. Mm-hmm. And people are like, okay.
Well, the comforting, it like even in college when she would be like, I can't sleep alone, and they would like sleep in the same bed. That is a form of intimacy, whether they didn't think of it in that way or not. Yeah. So in a way, yeah, maybe they are that very much that girl and guy couple that friend that everybody knows. And they're like, they're just really close. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they kissed.
Yeah, I would not.
Because
I was like, these two friends, I'm like, we're all looking at them like, hey.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, if they made out, like, that would make sense to me.
I would like turn my head away from with respect, but I would like look every once in a while. Yeah. Be like, oh my God, they are kissing. They do like each other.
Respectfully peeping.
And so top comment, I think she's into you. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have slept with you multiple times. I suggest that you start taking her out on real dates. If she agrees and is receptive to cuddling and holding hands, she's definitely into you. And whenever you feel it's the right time, you can tell her what's in your heart and how you feel about her. And Opie responded, I mean, we always cuddle on the couch. And in college, when she would come to my dorm room before she couldn't sleep, we'd sleep in my bed.
We practiced kissing before all of our dates. You were like,
Yeah,
okay.
like we were each other's first kiss, but it was like purely like to get the form right. Yeah.
We kiss for who's the big spoon or not.
Yeah.
That's how we decided.
Yeah. Just nothing sexual happened. I'm starting to think she spent 15 years trying to give me hints now. Edit, I just got home from work and she gets home in a bit. I think I'm going to sit her down and lay it all out. I'm so stressed out by not knowing. Edit number 2, she just got home and I told her we need to talk and she seemed disappointed. So I was really bummed. Like, she looked like she wanted to cry, but I said, please just let me say what I need to say and then we can go from there. I told her that since we started having sex, I realized that I've been in love with her for a really long time and I didn't realize it. And she was trying to hold back tears and I got the worst knot in my stomach and I thought I was literally going to puke. I told her it's okay if she doesn't feel the same way. I would always be there for her as a friend and I would try my best not to let my feelings get in the way. But now that it's out there, I guess there isn't any going back. She told me to stop and she was crying now. I stopped and it felt like an eternity just sitting there and I couldn't even look her in the face. And then she just kind of wrapped her arms around me and buried her face into my chest and was sobbing. I'm just sitting there confused, trying to figure it out if this is good or horrible. Finally, she looks up at me and says she's been waiting for me to say that since college. And that's the reason she was crying with me on the couch the other week, because she thought it had been long enough and it wasn't going to happen. And that's why she kept trying to put off having a talk after we started having sex, because she thought that was the closest we'd get to becoming a couple. Now we're waiting for our Chinese food to come after some awesome sex. Thanks for your advice and getting me to finally say something. And somebody said, and they were roommates, works with straights too? You guys know that joke?
No.
Like, a lot of times, like if somebody's like queer and they're dating somebody, they'll be like, oh, you guys are roommates. They're like, yeah, we're roommates.
Yeah.
These two were roommates and they were dating too. But it works for straight people as well.
It definitely works for straight people. This is why people are like, oh, men and women can't be friends. Because you're like, you're going to probably.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with that.
So happy ending.
This is a happy ending.
What's your face? What's this
Literally
fate of?
you got a happy ending, Ashley. You know what I mean?
No, it was
They both got a happy ending, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I was laughing because when he put it all out there and she just started crying, he's like, I got this pit in my stomach. I was like, I've been there. That's why I started laughing.
Oh.
I was like, so I mean, you like me back? Or?
Yeah, let me get a response in the affirmative or the negative. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Are we yes or no? What do we think of the dress?
Yeah, it's funny. I did freeze up multiple times. I froze up when you wanted to talk and I was like, oh, we're having this conversation. Didn't think it was going to happen. And then when you were telling me, I couldn't look at you. I couldn't look you in the eyes. And so I was looking away from you as you're like spilling your heart out. And he was doing that. I'm like looking away because I'm like shaking. My hands are like shaking. I'm like trying to like. And he's like, so can you look at me, please? And I was like, yeah, totally do that.
I said you're nervous because it's like, yeah, you're not like looking at me. So, yeah.
And then you're like, so do you like me or should I stop talking? And I was like, oh no, I do like you. I do like you. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Because it's not any of the signals that you're giving.
Didn't give me any signals showing that.
Reading you, I would say, oh, I made a mistake.
Like reading you 30 minutes ago, I would say yes. Reading you now,
she dives
I'm
into
confused.
the ocean. Leaps.
Oh, it's a yes.
Yeah.
Save me though.
So yeah, a little bit relatable.
Happy. I love a happy ending.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ending.
That's funny. The title was like, I think we've been dating for like 10 years and we didn't know it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I just read the story and there was the title that was said that?
I remember that.
That was really funny.
Should have put smut in the title.
It could have been nastier. Am I right, girls and
Hey,
guys?
ladies.
Could have been nastier.
It could have been nastier.
And he ate.
He ate. I bet he ate too.
I know he ate.
No, I know he ate.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here.
Let's go.
We'll see
We're
you guys-
actually getting out of here.
We're
Yeah.
actually getting out of here because we already shot Patreon.
Yeah.
Yes, we already shot Patreon. All right, so we'll see you guys.
Behind the wall.
We were just
behind
the wall. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Just hit the like and subscribe.
Like,
Just for that.
subscribe.